And now,
we have tied it up right here at the rec center. 5-5.
your Nepean Raiders will face off against the Ottawa Junior Senators.
It's a 2-on-1 here, short-handed. Mitrovic pulls it around his man. Score! Nick Dimitrovic, a short-handed goal.
Let's bring you to the booth for tonight's call.
And hello and welcome inside the Jim Durrell complex for Nepean Raiders hockey here on the Nepean Raiders radio station CKDJ 1079. I'm Josh Primeau, joined to my left, my color man Matt Wilson. And Matt, the Raiders won their last game 3-2, a huge shootout win over the Cornwall Colts to break their 6-game losing streak. Curtis Abbott got the shootout winner in that one. He is the new pickup from the Nepean Raiders squad, as well as Matt McQuaid. He sniped one in that game as well. But tonight, they're coming off probably one of the best teams in this league, if not one of the best teams in the country, in the Ottawa Junior Senators. They're a tough team, Matt.
This Junior Sen squad, as we know, Josh, they made it all the way to the TELUS Cup last year. They won the Fred Page Cup. They're a heck of a team. They've actually been loading up this year. Of course, Jeff Dempster did come over from the Nepean Raiders to this Junior Sen squad a couple weeks back, and the Raiders are in tough tonight. The last three against this Junior Sen squad, haven't been very pretty, as we have a 4-2 win for the Junior Sens, a 3-0 win, and then of course that 11-3 victory in Castleman about a month ago, Josh.
Now that was the last time that these two teams played each other. The Raiders roster has had a bit of a shakeup, as we mentioned, since that game. Obviously Grant Turner and Griffin McGregor coming back to their old stomping grounds. Griffin McGregor, I had a chance to speak with him before the game, saying that it's going to be fun playing against his old team, but they're a very good team, as we've seen a whole bunch of times, and we saw all of last year, and we saw in the three previous matchups in this one. Now, a building point from the last game, the PK was perfect last game against Cornwall. They went a solid 5 for 5 on some questionable calls by the refereeing, but they're fantastic and looking a lot better in the last couple of games than they were in the start of the season. Obviously, they've struggled on the power play this year, but in the last couple of games, they've been getting better at it. Obviously, they need to continue that tonight against the Junior Sens.
Of course, Josh, as you were mentioning there, the special teams haven't been great for this Nepean squad this year, as they do tend to take a lot of penalties when they are behind in games. But that's great for that team to be perfect on the PK the other night, and that must have played a factor into that big win over the Colts.
Now, getting the starts for the goaltenders tonight, Nepean Raiders, the visiting team here today inside the Jim Durrell complex. To our right is the number 30, Logan Bateman, who's had a fantastic season thus far. He's got 8 wins and 14 losses with a 3.74 goals against average and a .916 save percentage. And starting for the Ottawa Junior Senators team is the number 31, Francis Boisvert. He's obviously the number 1 guy here and a very solid goaltender. And this is a guy that they're going to need to pepper with shots tonight to be able to have any chance to put a couple by him.
This might sound really simple, Josh. For this Nepean team to have any chance tonight, they got to limit the shots against, and they got to fire that puck on Boisvert, because, of course, in the past, shots on goal have been an issue for Nepean. But if they can get the pucks in deep, that's the cliche. If we can get pucks in deep early, get a couple shots on net, you never know what's going to happen.
We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem here at the Jim Durrell complex for Nepean Raiders hockey here on CKDJ 1079.
Et maintenant, mesdames et messieurs, voulez-vous vous lever pour notre hymne national? Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And we're back here for Nepean Raiders hockey here on CKDJ 107.9, your Nepean Raiders radio station. And this is a big one here. Josh Primeau joining alongside me is Matt Wilson. Last game, the Raiders took a huge 3-2 shootout win over the Cornwall Colts in probably their best defensive game throughout this entire season, and they're going to look to repeat that performance with Logan Bateman in net once again. The junior center is starting that top line of Walsh with the number 21, Ellie Bullrice, and Sam Haddo. Sam Haddo, a former QMJHL player, and on defense, two former Raiders in Bailey Brandt and Noah Rowe. And the Nepean Raiders starting the line of McGregor, Turner, and Bo Binney, and the puck has dropped, and we are underway here as off the draw. The junior Sens regrouping, and they're going to bring it across center and just hammer it in all the way around the boards. Picked up by the captain, Walsh. He cycles it down low now for Haddo. Haddo now gets it back for Walsh, who just circles it right back, and now it's picked up by Bullrice back behind the net. Tries to play it out in front. Blocked by Bateman, and it's picked up now by Bullrice. Tries to center it there. That goes off the body of Walsh, and back behind the net. Bullrice back on it now. Centers it for Haddo. Gets a quick shot. That one's stopped by Bateman. Turner able to get it up for Binney, who's unable to clear it. One's thrown far side. Now Noah Rowe with the long shot. Bounces out in front. Quick chance, and a big save by Logan Bateman. And he hangs on here as the Raiders survive an early scare just 45 seconds into this one.
Point shot there from OJS. Took a pretty crazy bounce off the end boards out front. Bateman was out of position, but he was able to get back before a junior center player could get control of the puck and made the save. We have a face-off in the Raiders zone.
We'll have Wyatt and Cole out there to take the draw for their respective teams. Owen Cole now winning the draw back, but Horvath is able to intercept it for the Raiders. He brings it back the other way, trying to bring it in. Has that one knocked off his stick, but now he sends it down to the line. Lavoie shoots. That one's blocked by Cole. He seems a bit shaken up on that one, but he'll stay in it as the junior Sens come back the other way. Here's Jeff Dempster, the former Raider. Has it knocked off his stick by Sean Sloan. And Jurgenite now sends it up the boards for Shimzu. He's knocked down there. Gets some help from Sloan, though, as they just keep it moving forward. There's a quick shot. Bateman's easily able to stop that, and Horvath brings it back the other way. Now inside the zone. Plays that one far side. Shimzu in there on the forecheck. Now the puck's turned over here, and the Raiders are able to get in there and keep it in. Bisson sending it harder on the boards. Picked up by Hilton. He's going to rim it harder on the boards. And now it's picked up. They're going to bank it off the glass, and now it's picked up at the line here. The Raiders trying to send it back in. McGregor now giving chase in on the attack. Ties his man up now, up back behind the net, looks for some help as he tries to dig it free there. Taken down, and the junior Senators are able to move it back the other way. Across center now inside the zone. Jackson working in, 2-on-1, centering pass, and that shot just missed. Jackson's now back on it here. Will Venn picking it up now for the Raiders, rims it hard around the boards, and now it's picked up by McGregor. He's going to send it far side for Matawashish. They'll just push it forward. Now it's picked up by Manderville. Manderville now sends it for Jackson. He's hit hard there by Tierney, and the Raiders are able to come up with it at center. Now Matawashish gets it moving forward, picked up by Miles. His shot blocker save by Boisvert. Now it's picked up by the junior Senators, and they'll move it back the other way. They're just going to send it in and get off on a change. Orban now, the captain for the Raiders, picking it up. His pass intercepted. Here's a quick chance, but it's poked away by Logan Bateman. Now a battle along the boards as Senators trying to dig it out. Now they do. Here's Pion. Sends it to the line. Is kept in by Brandt. He gets it over now for Noah Rowe at the line. He's just going to send it in down low. It's picked up. Orban unable to clear it there, but it's picked up by Miles in his own zone. Gets it for Wynn, and the Raiders will get it out to center. McQuaid now banks it high off the glass, and it's picked up by Marshall. At center ice now for the junior Senators. He walks in on the left side, tries to cut in. Now he waits with it. Up top to the point for Rowe. Sends it now far side for Brandt. Sends it in front for Marshall. His backhand shot off a stick and goes wide. Now it's picked up by Owen Dunn. He gets it out to center. It's picked up by the junior Senators, and they'll regroup it now as the Raiders are able to get a change. Rowe now with it. Stops, and he'll regroup back for his defense partner, Bailey Brandt, and the Sens make their way back up the ice. Sent inside the zone. Jurgenite being tied up there by Walsh. Got some support by Turner, who sends it hard up the boards. Binney unable to clear it, but he stays with it now. And the Raiders coming back the other way with it now. Binney with some speed in on that left side. Cuts in along the goal line. Tries to set it in front. Has that one stolen. And now it's picked up by Haddo on that left side. He rims it around the board for Bailey Brandt. He's tied up. And the Raiders turn it over now. And the Raiders are going to get an early power play chance now as Bailey Brandt tripped up Binney. And this is a big power play chance here for the Raiders. Just under 5 minutes here gone in this first period.
We went quite a while there without a stop, Josh, but it was back and forth hockey. I wouldn't say OJS overmatched the Raiders there, and of course, great work by Bo Binney in the corner to draw that penalty, and Nepean will be heading to the power play here at the 15:44 mark here, the first period.
Still scoreless here in this one, 15:44 to go in this first period. Josh Shimzu out there to take the draw for the Raiders. He's out there with McGregor and Horvath. Shimzu wins the draw, but it's 1-2 cleanly, and it comes all the way back out inside the Raiders zone. And the power play quarterback now, Thomas Wynn, will pick it up. He drops it off for Tierney, gets it up for Shimzu, and they start to work back the other way. Horvath sends it in. It hits off a linesman. It comes back out to center. Tommy Wynn now back on it at center for the Raiders. Sends it up for Horvath. Sends it far side, but it's off a stick picked up by Jeff Dempster. And he sends it down. Now Wynn regrouping it now with Tierney. Gets it over for McGregor on that far side. He just hammers it in. Rims all the way around the boards. Picked up and cleared right back all the way down the length of the ice here. So far nothing doing on this Raiders power play. As Wynn now setting up behind his own net. Stops, leaves it for Orban. Tyler Orban now will break it back the other way. Abbott now gets across center, sends it in. Out to play it is Waver. He sends it hard up the boards, and the junior Senators are able to rim it all the way back down the ice. Orban now behind his net. His pass up there intercepted now by Reiner, and he now sends it up top, and it comes all the way back out to center. Alsafe will regroup it, and now it's sent in. And the junior Senators are able to change once again here with just 40 seconds to go on the power play. So far the Raiders haven't even got inside the zone. Turner now. Send it over for Jackson Clark. He takes a big hit at center. And whistle blows on the offside there as Matawashish was in just a step early. He doesn't like the call. And just 30 seconds to go now on the penalty to Bailey Brandt.
It's been tough sledding for the Raiders so far in this power play as of course, as we mentioned before the game, the power play has had some issues this year, but hopefully final 30 seconds here we can get something going and score. You never know.
McQuaid wins the draw, but once again it's 1-2 cleanly, and so all the way back inside the Raiders zone. Bateman just leaving it behind his own net for Tierney, and they'll work it back the other way now. Dunn, it's across center, just chips it in, tries to give chase now as Pion goes back to play it in his own zone. Now it's picked up by Adrian Bisson. He gets it out to center. Now Tommy Wynn picking it up, brings it inside the zone. His shot off a leg in front of the slot there. Now it's picked up by Miles on the right side point. Sends it far side. It's off a leg. Picked up now by Tierney as we're back to 5-on-5 now as the penalty expires. Owen Dunn now. He's tied up behind the net by Bisson, but rolls off a check. And now Bisson's able to knock him off the puck. And the junior Sens will start to come back the other way now. Inside the zone. Pion chips it by Tierney. Wynn now going back to play it in his own zone. Steps around a couple checks, and now he's got a odd man rush back the other way. 3-on-2 here for the Raiders. Inside the zone. Long shot. Easily blockered away by Boisvert. Thrown towards the net again. That one's blocked and picked up by the junior Senators, who regroup it now as the Raiders go off on a change. Back the other way now across center. Sent in inside the zone by Hilton. He'll give chase as Bateman out to play. It's going to rim it hard around the boards. Gets by Belanger. So Horvath on it. He gets it back out to center. Now picked up by Belanger. Brings it inside the zone. Drops it off on the right side for Bullrice. Sends it in front. Takes a weird bounce. Hilton's shot. That one's off a skate. And it's picked up by Jurgenite. He's going to bring it back the other way. Drops it off for Horvath. Horvath in on the left side. Throws it towards the goal. Glove down there. And now it's picked up by Bullrice. And he's going to bring it back the other way here with some speed for the junior Senators. Stops up. Sends it far side for Jackson. Tries to drop it off in the middle there for Walsh. They're unable to connect as Sloan takes his man hard into the boards. And the Raiders are able to get back possession in their own zone here. Set hard around the boards now for Jurgenite on that left side in his own zone. Tries to shovel it out, but is kept in by Sam Haddo. He's going to rim it hard around the boards. Jurgenite taken off the puck now, and Sato is able to pick it right back up. Now sent to the line. Brandt at that left side. Sends it far side for Hatto. Just tips it back in. Lavoie takes his man down. And Horvath's able to get it back out to center. And inside the junior Sen zone as the Raiders will get off on a change now. Brandt in his own zone. Another former Nepean Raider now. Just waiting back behind his own net here. 11:40 to go here in this first period. And the Raiders just waiting for him now as he's just set up behind his own net. Now he starts to work back the other way. His pass, it's all the way down into the zone, intercepted by Orban. Tries to get it off to the side. That was off a stick. And now it's picked up by Will Venn inside the zone. Makes a nice move. Leaves it now for Tommy Wynn, who sends it up the boards. McGregor just tips it back out to center. And it's sent hard back in. Behind the net, Tommy Wynn now. Stops up, goes back the other way. Now sends it for McGregor, but the pass missed. That's going to go all the way down the ice for icing here. And this Tigers Raiders unit is not able to change here with 11:07 to go in this first period.
Something I've noticed early tonight in this game is Thomas Wynn on that the right D there for the Nepean Raiders. He's been all over the place. He was pretty good on that power play. Had a couple really good breakouts. Nice pass there, of course. McGregor went just under his stick, but here we go, Josh. Face-off.
The face-off man for the junior Senators removed now, so Jackson will be forced to come in and take the draw against Will Venn. Venn wins the draw, though, and he's able to get right back on it and work it back the other way. Has his stick lifted, and so it's kept in the zone now. And now it's picked up by Tommy Wynn. He's going to just rim it hard off the glass and back out to center. Bisson unable to handle it, so it goes all the way back inside the junior Senators zone. Bisson now stops up and reverses it back the other way for Jackson. His pass off a stick, but Manderville stays right with it, trying to work in on that right side. Tied up now by Tierney. Tierney trying to get the puck away from him, but Jackson able to pick it right back up on that right side. Now sends it to the line. And there's a long shot blocked by Bo Binney, and it's back out to center. Bisson now sends it harder on the boards. Stopped behind the net by Bateman, who leaves it for Tierney, who sends it hard up for Bo Binney. He tips it inside the zone. So icing waved off. Abbott now first on it for the Raiders. Takes a check. And now it's picked up by the junior Senators, and they're going to bring it back the other way. Pion across center. Now inside the zone on the right side. Cuts around Tierney. His shot. Nice blocker save by Logan Bateman. Now out to the line. Pion back on that right side. His pass now picked up. Sent to the line. Alsafe stumbles there, and so he's unable to keep it in. And now under halfway gone here in this first period. Still scoreless. Marshall now takes a long pass inside the zone. Jurgenite's able to get possession of it, though, for the Raiders. Rims it hard up the boards out to center. Jurgenite back in his own zone now. Gets it up for Sloan. He gets it in the middle for Miles, who kicks it forward. Now McQuaid on the right side for the Raiders. He tries to center it there, but looked like Owen Dunn was tied up there, and so now it's picked up by the junior Senators. They're going to bring it back the other way. Walsh trying to cut in there. Has that one knocked off his stick, and now McQuaid's going to bring it back with some speed here for the Raiders. And on that left side, drops it off. Miles unable to handle the pass, though. And so it's sent far side. Wynn back at center, regroups it now for Orban. His long pass tipped in the zone by Jack Miles, and so Owen Dunn's going to give chase now. Rimmed hard around the boards. Wynn keeping it in there, but junior Senators getting possession. Now here's Walsh, and on that right side. Centers it. Nice play by Lavoie coming back to intercept that pass. There's a quick chance for Hatto. That one's off a stick and wide. Now it's sent hard up the boards. Rowe sends it in down low. Picked up by Tommy Wynn. He rims it hard around the boards for Miles, who just shovels it back out to center. Owen Dunn now trying to get forward. He takes a hit up high there trying to go in on it. Looks a little shaken up. And this one's sent now hard down the ice, and it's going to go for icing against the junior Senators.
That was tough for Owen Dunn. Owen Dunn there, Josh, as he thought he had maybe a little bit of a break, of course. Defender knocked him down right before he got the puck there. He did look a little bit shaken up after taking a pretty hard hit, but you know, Owen, he's a tough guy, and we got 8:29 here left in the first period, Josh.
8.5 to go here in this first period, still scoreless. Sent to the line now. Jackson Clark back on defense here for this one, as his shot is blocked, and so now it's picked up by the junior Senators as they're going to get it back out to center. At the line there, the Raiders are able to pick it back up. Horvath sends it to the middle. Intercepted. Now Owen Cole's going to bring it inside the zone. Now he just rims it in down low. Clark trying to get in there on it. Steals it from Dempster, but now it's picked up. Here's a quick shot chance for Hilton. He falls a couple times, but he's able to stay with it. Sends it towards the goal now. Tierney just sends it hard up the board. Shimzu trying to get it out to center. And now it's picked up by Horvath, who's going to get it out to center now for the Raiders, trying to bring it in on Bisson. Bisson, though, does a good job of staying right with Horvath. Now Boulanger back in his own zone, being hounded there by Venn, so he's forced to carry it out himself. His pass far side now for Hilton. Gets it inside the zone for Cole, and the play is called offside as McGregor levels Cole there. And Cole did not like it. He's taking exception to it. 7.5 to go in this first period, and a big hit there by Griffin McGregor.
Those are two former teammates going at it there right after the offside was called, as McGregor buried Owen Cole into the boards of the Nepean Raiders end. Nothing is coming out of it though. We have a face-off here right in front of our broadcast spot here, Josh.
Exactly, just outside the Raiders zone here on the left of the goaltender, Logan Bateman, who has been pretty solid so far for the Raiders in this one. Now it's sent inside the zone. Sloan knocks his man down at the line there. No call. Looks like Sloan maybe getting away with a little interference there, but the Raiders back on it in their own zone. Jurgenite tries to set it out. And now it goes straight out of play. So now the face-off will come inside the zone of the Nepean Raiders.
Puck just hit the netting there, and the Junior Sens will have a face-off in the Raiders end once again. That tends to be a trend here in this first period, of course, for Nepean. Hopefully they can start getting the puck the other end of the ice and create some chances offensively.
And Darcy Walsh is getting a penalty now. He's going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty, the Junior Senators captain, and he's going to be sent to the box, and this is a big chance now for the Raiders with 7:13 to go in this first period, and now head coach Marty Dagenet is going to plead his case for his captain, but Walsh being called for the unsportsmanlike. He was hounding the referee all the way up the ice there, and this is a good call now as the Raiders are going to get a power play chance.
There were a couple borderline calls, a couple slashes that the calls didn't go Ottawa's way, and as a captain, Darcy Walsh went to speak with the referee. Of course, the referee wasn't having it, and he's going to be heading to the box for 2.
And Walsh maybe using a couple expletives there. And
you never know.
We'll never know for sure, but nonetheless, the Raiders get a power play chance. Now here's Clark on that right side. His shot hammers it just wide. And now Matawashish back on it, sending it down low for Abbott. Now it's dug out by Turner. Turner on the right side, sends it up now for Clark. Clark now sends it far side, picked up by Matawashish, sends it towards the goal. Loose puck in front, sent back to the line. Now here's Orban at the line, left side. Clark scores! Jackson Clark with a one-time bomb once again from that left side, from the Ovechkin spot, and it's 1-0 Raiders.
Jackson Clark, he's known for his really hard shot from the point, and there we go right there, right through Francois Boisvert, and that was a heck of a power play there for Nepean compared to their first one, and they take advantage of the unsportsmanlike call against Darcy Walsh, the OJS captain.
Absolutely, not captain-like behavior whatsoever, picking up the unsportsmanlike penalty, and Clark just hammered that one through Boisvert, and just like that, your Nepean Raiders have a 1-0 lead. And the Raiders are going to come back the other way now. McQuaid with a quick shot, and Boisvert with a nice glove save there on the new pickup for the Nepean Raiders. And we'd like to say hello to the family of Jackson Clark, listening all the way from South Carolina. And we appreciate when they tune in, as most players' families. As Clark getting another huge power play goal for this Raiders team. Now back inside the zone, Miles circling it down low for McQuaid, who's tied up there. He's able to dig it free. McQuaid now sends it to the line, kept in by Jurgenite. Sloan now sends it down low for Miles. He cycles it now. McQuaid back on it, but he loses it, and now it's picked up. Tapa get the breakout going back the other way. Now Bisson sends it in, back behind the net. Bateman. Jurgenite now setting it hard up the boards. Sloan back on it now in his own zone. Tries to set it up, but has that one stolen from him by Jackson. Jackson's now on it for the Junior Senators. Sends it to the line. Here's Boulanger. He walks. That one's blocked by Sloan. Jurgenite tries to clear it. Quick chance there from the slot. Looked like it went off a stick and wide. Now kept in at the line once again here by the Junior Senators as they're pressing. Boulanger, his long shot, easily blocked by Bateman. And up and out of play here with 5.5 to go in this first period. And the junior Senators were pressing there, trying to tie it up.
Speaking of the junior Senators, let's take a look at their couple of their top guys so far. Of course, Darcy Walsh has he did take that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. He's going to Robert Morris University next year, and we got Ethan Manderville going to Colgate. So the junior Senators do have quite the roster, Josh.
They absolutely do. Some of the top scorers in the league. Owen Cole's got 36 points on the year, as well as the aforementioned Darcy Walsh. He's got 34 points. They're their 2 top scorers there, as Turner was taken down at center ice with no call. Now he collides at center with Hilton, and still no calls here. And it's picked up at center now by Jeff Dempster as he brings it inside the zone on that right side. Tries to cut around Orban. Orban just lifts his stick, but Dempster sends it back to the line. Here's a long shot. That one's off a leg. Turner is able to clear it off to the boards, and Tommy Wynn now trying to send it out as Turner is able to get it back out to center. Hilton now unable to handle that pass, so the Raiders back with it now in their own zone. Orban, his long pass. Binney now tips it back, and Tommy Wynn picks it up. Has that one stolen from him, but he stays right with it and sends it in on inside the junior Sen zone, and the Raiders are able to get a change now. Sent harder on the boards now as Alsafe just waiting with it now behind his net, looking to get something set up as Bowler Ice now circles with some speed. And the assistant captain for the junior Senators now breaking in on that right side. Loses it, kicks it back to his stick. Sends it in front. Shimzu, though, blocks the pass. Now it's dug out to the point. Rowe waits, shot. That one's tipped just wide. Bowler Ice now still with it. Sends it to the line. Brandt now on that left side. Sends it in down low. Clark trying to steal it there, but it's now picked up by Haddo. Sends it far side for Jackson. Sends it in front. Unable to connect. Brandt picking it right back up. Rims it harder on the boards. Jackson trying to send it in down low. Picked up by Jackson Clark now. Sends it up to the boards for Shimzu, who just shovels it back out to center. At center ice now, Rowe fakes a pass and then steps across the line and sends it in. Bateman just plays it off to the corner. And now it's picked up by Tapa inside the zone. Has that one knocked off his stick by Tierney. He rims it up the boards. Tierney back on it now for the Raiders. Gloves it down. And now gets some help from Will Venn. Has it knocked off his stick. So Tierney forced to get right back on it now. Behind his net, being forechecked by Tapa. Now sends it up for Jurgenite, who will just shovel it right back out to center. And once again, the junior Senators hammer it back in here. 3 minutes to go in this first period. This one sent hard up the boards. Matawashish unable to get a stick on it. And so icing will be called here with 3:04 to go in this first period. And Tierney and Jurgenite forced to stay back out there. They're a tired unit right now as the junior Senators are pressing.
Speaking of Brett Tierney, he was acquired just recently for the Nepean Raiders, and he's also, along with Tommy Wynn there. Tierney, he's a third pairing right D, but he's been all over the place so far tonight, making a bunch of plays in the defensive zone.
He's gotten some power play time in this one as well, as the Raiders are able to shovel it right back out to center, and those two D-men are able to change for the Raiders. As Venn now trying to break in his toe drag shot. That one's off a leg and goes wide. Bounces in front, and Boisvert's just going to glove it and hang on with 2:50 to go in this first period.
Ever since the goal scored by Jackson Clark, there's been a lot of incidental contact I've noticed in open ice. The puck might be in the far end, and two guys run into each other here at the far blue line. It's been quite odd when it comes to that kind of thing, but guess what? Nothing's been called so far in terms of that, and I think this referee crew is going to let them play.
There's a quick chance in front, a scramble. Owen Dunn unable to bang it home there. And the junior Senators are able to pick it up and come back the other way. Here's Manderville. Drops it off for his man. Now dropped off for Belanger. Scores! Alec Belanger. He followed the play. He was that third man in the trailer. He was not picked up by any of the Raiders players. And he hammers it home, and we're tied now. 1-1 here with 2.5 to go in this first period.
Heck of a shot from Alec Belanger. Of course, he is proper of the Ottawa 67s. He has played a couple games in the OHL this year due to injury, and that was a great shot from the slot. Top shelf, actually went bar down past Bateman.
And unfortunately for Bateman, unable to get a glove on it, and we're tied here at 1 as the junior Senators getting that goal right back. Now inside the zone, Turner able to push it forward. He's got Binney. Binney sends it for Abbott, unable to connect on that one-timer there. And now Dempster back in his own zone. Turner there takes his man down, and he's going to get called now as he knocked down Cole there with a cross check, and Turner's going to go off for the cross check here with 2:13 to go in this first period, and the Raiders PK have their first chance now to come out here against one of the best power plays in the entire league in this Ottawa Junior Senators team.
Those are the plays you can't make if you're Grant Turner, of course. Really close to the boards, cross from behind, player winner to the boards. Those are going to get called every time, Josh. So that's the Raiders' #1 center heading to the box for 2.
Kind of an unfortunate little play there. I don't think there was too much. I don't think he put too much effort into the cross check.
There wasn't much intent.
No, but nonetheless,
you still got a call when you see a guy go down like that.
Exactly.
You gotta put the arm up.
It's a dangerous play. It can't be happening, and so
it's tough for Nepean though. This Junior Sens power play, as we've noted, all their top goal scorers. Belanger is going to be working the point here at one point. It's going to be tough for Nepean. Let's see how they kill it here.
And they definitely have an interesting unit out there. One of the best power plays in this league, as I mentioned, has Tierney now on it for the Raiders. He's just going to tie it up in the corner. Lavoie now trying to force it out, but it's kept in at the line by Belanger. Sends it right side now for Walsh. Back up top for Belanger. Now back right side for Walsh. He sends it far side for Jackson. Jackson now back, and now back on for Walsh on that right side. He waits with it and has it stolen. He takes his man down, and Walsh is going to go off, and so is Lavoie. Lavoie's going to go off for a dive, and that is a terrible diving call.
That's tough for Cole Lavoie. He's playing great defense there on the PK and managed to steal the puck from Darcy Walsh. And in him trying to get by Walsh to get an odd man rusher to dump the puck in. He was hauled down by Walsh, but the official determined that was a dive, and both players will be going off there to remain 4-on-3.
That is a terrible call. You and I had pretty good vantage point on it.
Right in front of our broadcast spot.
He just yanked him down. There's no way that he could have possibly dove on that one.
Maybe might have embellished a little bit, but come on, that's not the kind of thing that you call here. But it's tough sledding here for Nepean once again. It's 4-on-3 for OJS.
So Darcy Walsh getting away with one there as he takes Lavoie with him, and so offsetting Miners, and the power play continues. There's a long shot, gloved down by Logan Bateman, and so 1:39 to go here in this first period, and 1:26 to go on the penalty to Grant Turner.
We don't have the other penalties up on the board yet here, Josh, but hopefully the Raiders can get out of this period without giving up a goal on this power play.
Off the draw, there's a tie-up, and Tapa now picks it up, sends it to the line for Belanger. Back for Tapa on that right side, tries to send it down low. That one's off a stick. Raiders fail a couple times trying to clear it out there. As a bouncing puck now picked up by Belanger. Up at the line now. The umbrella power play setup back on the right side now for Tapa. And down low for Haddo. His sharp angle shot easily stopped by Bateman. Benny unable to clear it there for the Raiders. There's a quick shot. That one misses. Horvath first on it for the Raiders. Unable to clear it though. Kept in by Belanger. Fakes now, gets it over on the right side for Tapa. Back up top now for Belanger. His shot. Save is made by Bateman. Loose puck. Now sent back over for Tapa. Now sent to the line for Belanger. Pass far side now. Sends it towards the goal. Save is made by Bateman once again. Jurgenite off the glass and gets it back out to center here. Just 30 seconds to go on the penalty to Turner. Belanger now. Back with it here for the Junior Senators. Sends it far side for Manderville, who drops it in. And the play is called offside as Owen Cole was a couple steps in early. And 22 seconds to go now on the penalty to Turner, and just 35 seconds to go here in this first period.
Of course, because those penalties offset, this is the only penalty up on the board here. But 22 seconds, the face-off in the neutral zone to the right of Logan Bateman. Let's see what the Raiders can do here with only 34 seconds left in the period, Josh.
Off the draw, Noah Rowe bringing it inside the zone for the Junior Sens. His pass intercepted by Matawashish, and he's able to send it all the way down the ice. Slow roller now, and so Bisson's forced to hustle back there. And Matawashish falls now. It's going to be a quick rush back the other way here for the Junior Senators. On that right side now. Cole sends it to the line for Rowe. He sends it towards the goal. That one's tipped by Manderville wide. Turner back on it. Now as they're back to 5-on-5, he's hammered from behind by Dempster.
Oh. How is that not called, Josh?
And the play is called here with 1.2 seconds to go. Dempster definitely getting away with one there.
He crushed Turner from behind.
That was straight to the numbers there.
And Turner is down, and Nepean's Turner's going to have to make his way onto the ice here as Turner's in some discomfort.
As he's obviously in some discomfort, dropping both of his gloves. And Griffin McGregor, the assistant captain, trying to speak with the referees now. And the referees are going to meet up here and try to maybe make a call here on pretty dangerous hit from behind, if you ask me.
They have huddled in beside the goaltender, and they're just determining where the face-off is.
So no call here for Jeff Dempster as he gets away with a blatant check from behind to Grant Turner. And I have been a fan of Jeff Dempster. He's one of my favorite players in this league. But just a brutal hit from behind from him, something that we don't see often from him. As time expires off the draw. And so after 20 minutes of play, it's 1-1 going into the second period, and a very solid period if you're the Nepean Raiders as they capitalize on one of their 2 power play chances.
Head coach Jeff Robert must be happy with his boys after 20 minutes as that was a heck of a power play goal there from Jackson Clark. Of course, as we can see there, 2 of the captains of the Raiders are discussing with the official about that missed call towards the end of the period. But you know what? All Nepean can do is come out flying in the second, as they do have this game within grasp so far.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the first intermission show with the guys in the studio. You're listening to Raiders Hockey here on the Nepean Raiders radio station, CKDJ 107.9. Back here inside the Jim Durrell complex here for Nepean Raiders hockey on the Nepean Raiders radio station, CKDJ 107.9. Josh Primeau joined alongside me as my color man, Matt Wilson. And Matt, through 20 minutes of play, this one is tied at 1. The final shots in that period, 11 shots for the Junior Senators and 4 for the Nepean Raiders. So obviously the Raiders not getting as many chances as the Junior Senators, but, you know, both teams didn't really have a ton of scoring chances. Obviously, the Junior Senators had more, but I think both of the best scoring chances that either team had went in the back of the net in that first period.
As you were mentioning there, Josh, only 4 shots for Nepean, but they did make that one count as Jackson Clark, that was a heck of a shot from the point. Of course, towards the end of that period, it did feel like OJS was controlling the play a little bit more than the Raiders were early on. And we can see that in the shot clock, 11-4. But 11 shots, that's not bad for the first period of play. But when it comes to the second period here, a lot of extracurriculars were taking place there at the end of the first period, of course, with that hit in the corner of Dempster. Let's see if anybody retaliates. I wouldn't expect anything as the officials enter the ice right now. I wouldn't expect anything from this Raiders squad, but you never know. So that's something to look for here in the second period.
Absolutely. And obviously, as we mentioned, Jackson Clark getting the first goal in that period for the Nepean Raiders with a one-time bomb. But then Alec Belanger responding with his, I believe, his 4th of the season for the Ottawa Junior Senators. As you and I have mentioned, he's had some time up with the Ottawa 67s, and he is a guy that probably won't be on this team next year or the year after that. So, you know, he's going to be a guy that obviously one of the, you know, underrated players on this team, as weird as it is to say that, because they do have so many good guys up front and so many guys that are offensively talented. Obviously, he's a guy that the Raiders need to look out for, not only in this period, but for the rest of this season. And for the Raiders, in this second period, I think they just need to continue doing what they were doing defensively. We saw in the last game against Cornwall was probably their best defensive game of the season. And so far, through the first 20 minutes, they've done a good job of limiting the Junior Senators' chances.
Let's see, as the Raiders enter the ice here, of course, defensively on the penalty kill, it was a heck of a play from Cole Lavoie, but he's actually going to be starting in the penalty box, as well as Darcy Walsh for that pretty controversial call here. While OJS was on the power play towards the end of the first period, Lavoie stole the puck, went to get by Darcy Walsh. Walsh hauled him down, and the referee took them both off, one for a dive and then one for, of course, the holding or the trip. So that's tough for Nepean, but we will be starting this period 4-on-4, I believe, Josh, and it should be a heck of a period.
So we're just about set here to start this second period. Here, the score 1-1 in this one. And Tapa Pion out there for the Nepean Raiders. Or excuse me, for the Ottawa Junior Senators. And for the Raiders, that top line of Vinny Turner and Curtis Abbott as the Raiders win the draw. They send it all the way down the ice. Pass misses. And so it'll go down for an early icing call here with just 7 seconds into this second period.
Face-off will be coming in the Raiders zone, of course, which they have had a tough time with defensive zone breakouts. Let's see what they do here. Only 7 seconds into this period, so they would have fresh legs.
So Tapa in there, the face-off circle against Grant Turner. Turner wins the draw back once again, and it's picked up now by the Junior Senators, though, inside the offensive zone. Sent towards the goal. That one's blocked by Abbott. Now it's picked up by Tapa on that right side, trying to cut in with it. Taken down now by Binny, and Binny's able to shovel it back out to center Batacchio. As that one bounce off his skate, up for Alsafe. And he walks in now. And has that one taken away from him. Marshall, though, keeps it in at the line. Rim harder on the boards for Tapa. Sends it in front. No one there for the Junior Senators. So Binny's able to get it back out to center. Inside that zone, Batacchio down. Sends it back out. Orban, they just hammered inside the Junior Senators zone now. It's just under a minute gone here in this second period. Bull Rice out to center, has that one bounce off his stick, and now Horvath has a chance. His shot, that one's well wide. McQuaid now letting it go out to the point. Jurgenite just sending it in down low. Horvath has that one bounce off his stick, and so Haddo's able to pick it up and bring it back out to center here. Picked up by Sloan. He's going to bank it hard off the boards. Horvath tips it in. Now this one's sent all the way back out to center once again. And Sloan is going to send it in on goal. Batacchio down, back behind his net here. Will break out with it now for the Junior Senators back the other way. His pass up for Haddo. Haddo now bringing it inside the zone on the left side. Tied up by Sloan, but he's able to knock it in down low. McQuaid takes his man down. And now there's a battle for it in the Raiders zone in the corner there. McQuaid is going to come out with it. Sends it up for Horvath, who gets it up for Shimzu on the right side with some speed. Shimzu drops it off for Horvath. His shot in the chest of Boisvert, and he hangs on here. Just under 2 minutes gone in this second period.
Quick start for the Raiders in the second period, as they have been getting the puck into the OJS zone. Of course, Shimizu with that shot there. We have another offensive zone faceoff for Nepean. Let's hope they can bring it back to the point. We got Jackson Clark on the point. You never know with his shot.
So now the face-off to the left of the goaltender Boisvert here. Binny trying to win it 4, but Belanger right on it there for the Junior Senators. He's unable to clear it. Clark sends it towards the goal. That one's off a skate and goes wide, and now it's sent all the way down the ice. That one's off the skate of Hilton. Gets all the way in on Logan Bateman. Bateman's going to glove it and hang on here.
Compared to the first period, Josh, as we didn't have a stoppage for, I'm not sure what the exact time was, but it was quite a while. We have had multiple stoppages early in this second period. I'm not sure if that helps Nepean or not, as it's not as up and down the ice with this OJS team with lots of speed and skill, but here's the draw in the Nepean zone.
Face-off is one now. It's a quick sharp angle shot by Bisson. He gets a couple whacks at it. But Bateman stands tall now as Dempster back on it. Picked up by Turner. He tries to move it forward. Now back out to center. Turner inside the zone. His shot. That one's stopped by the goaltender Boisvert. Turner trying to go hard to the net there. It was tied up by Bisson. Bisson having a couple words with them.
As now we have an offensive zone face-off here for the Nepean Raiders, as we were just talking about there. Feels like a couple seconds ago. Lots of stops and starts in the second period. Let's see if that improves for both teams.
Manderville now removed from the face-off circle for the Junior Senators. And so McQuaid wins it easily towards there's a shot towards the goal from Wynn off the draw. Now back out to center. Sent inside the Junior Senators zone. Top D pairing now of Brandt and Rowe out there as Brandt's got it. Now he's being hounded by McQuaid. Stops up and sends it far side now for Rowe. Rowe getting it out to center across the red line. Now inside the Raiders zone on that left side. Tries to cut around the net. Stops up behind the net. He's taken down by Wynn. And Orban's able to get it now for the Raiders. He sends it far side, unable to connect with Miles. Bounces off the boards. It's going to get all the way in on goal. As Dunn going hard to the net now. As Dunn and Jack Miles getting in there with Noah Rowe and Bailey Brandt as Dunn went hard to the net there.
He did spray the Boisvert a little bit there. It was a big trying to race for a loose puck, and he while stopping, he did give Boisvert a little bit of a spray there. That's what the extracurriculars were for after the whistle, but nothing will come out of that once again.
So just under 2 minutes gone now in this second period. 1-1 the score here between the Nepean Raiders and the Ottawa Junior Senators. As off the draw, the Senators get it back out to center. Clark misses it, or Sloan misses it, excuse me. And so it's now back inside the Raiders zone. But McGregor now able to get it back out to center for Matawashish. Silas Matawashish trying to cut in there. Taken down. Then just pushing it forward though for the Raiders. Matawashish now back on it. Big power forward for the Raiders. Being tied up there. As now he's being tied up once again. Takes his man down. He's got some help now from Ben. Tries to cut it in front. Big save by Boisvert there. Now McGregor back on it for the Raiders. Has that one knocked off his stick, and so Pion able to shovel it back out to center. Now Jurgenite trying to push it forward. Gets it inside the Junior Senators zone. Batacchio now sends it hard up the boards for Pion, who's across the center ice line. And his pass intercepted by Griffin McGregor, who shovels it forward now. Inside the zone, Batacchio sends it hard up the boards for Marshall, who's able to get a stick on it, send it inside the zone. Now the Raiders got a 3-on-2 back the other way. Lavoie now unable to handle the pass from Horvath. Stays with it. Horvath now on it. Quick shot from Lavoie. That one's blocker down by Boisvert. Now sent hard up the boards. Walsh. So one stolen from him. There's a shot towards the goal. Looked like Shimzu just tipped that one wide. Shimzu back on it. Tries to walk to the middle now. Sneaks away from a check. His long shot. And Boisvert had absolutely no sightline on it, but he's able to make the stop with 15:21 to go in this second period.
Screenshot there from Josh Shimizu, but he did have that tip that went just wide. And as we were discussing there before the puck drop for the second period, Nepean has been controlling play here in the second, which is nice to see for this team of going against a heck of an OJS team here in the second.
Now Bo Binney in there to take the draw here for the Nepean Raiders. It's their top line back out there. Turner with a quick backhand shot off the draw. That one's high and wide. Bisson now tying up Turner along that right boards. Kick to the line. Orban with a long shot. And that one's gloved by Boisvert, and he's going to hang on once again.
Just another face-off here in the offensive zone for the Raiders. If they keep doing this, you never know. One of these pucks is going to get past Boisvert.
Definitely generating a lot more offensive chances here in this second period than they did in that first period. Now off the draw, Turner wins it. Sent back to the line. Binney unable to handle the pass though from Orban. But he's back on it as Abbott does a good play of turning that puck over. Binney now trying to send it down low. As it's stolen from him by Belanger. He moves it forward now for Hilton. Hilton drops it back up for Belanger for Dempster with a one-time shot. And a big save by Logan Bateman. Now Turner picking it up. Trying to get it back out to center. It's stolen by Cole. And now it's sent hard into the Raiders zone. And Bateman gloves it and hangs on with just under 5 minutes gone in this second period. 1-1 the score between the Raiders and Junior Senators.
Great save by Bateman there on that Jeff Dempster 2-on-1 attempt. It was a one-timer. Bateman stuck out the pad, and we have an defensive zone face-off here for the Raiders with 14:41 left here in the second.
Lavoie wins the defensive zone draw now. Rimmed harder on the boards, and the Raiders now battling to try and get it out. Shimzu's going to carry it out himself now. As Horvath inside the zone on the right side, trying to drop it off there. He's tied up. Now it's sent to the line. Sean Sloan keeps it in. His long shot easily stopped by Boisvert as he saw that one all the way and hangs on with 14:20 to go in this second period. And more good offensive pressure there put on by the Nepean Raiders.
That shot from Sean Sloan, it was just, I think he was looking more for a deflection than to put that puck in the back of the net, as it was just low on the ice, an easy save for Boisvert. But the Raiders have been up in the ante here with the offensive zone pressure, and let's hope that continues.
Once again, now the face-off to the left of the goaltender, Boisvert. Junior Sens goaltender, McQuaid off the draw, score! Owen Dunn on the rebound! A beautiful face-off play! And the Raiders take a 2-1 lead.
Heck of a play by the Nepean Raiders right there, as there was a shot directly off the face-off by Matthew McQuaid. No one done, buried the rebound. Boisvert was really upset of himself for letting that one in, but what a goal by the Nepean Raiders. They're taking a 2-1 lead here over this Ottawa Junior Senators team.
absolutely that play was drawn up. They for sure have practiced that one, and what a play it was. This quick rebound chance, and Dunn was all alone in front, had the entire net to shoot at, and the Raiders restore their one-goal lead now. As off the draw, the Junior Senators dump it back inside the zone. Will Venn. And send it harder on the boards. That one bounces in front, cleared away by Venn. But it's kept in at the line by Bailey Brandt. His toe drag shot well wide. Off the glass, now picked up by Will Venn. Bringing it back the other way now for the Raiders. McGregor dumps it in. Now back in behind the net. Rowe rimming it harder on the boards. Matawashish there for the Raiders. Trying to walk in with it. Drops it off for Venn. Waits with it. His shot off a stick and wide. Bounces in front. Boisvert forced to dive out and poke it away. Sent to the line now. Orban, his long shot tipped on by Venn. Easy stop for Boisvert. Sent harder on the boards. Wynn now pinching in to keep it in for the Raiders. He's taken down though. And now it's kept in at the line once again by McGregor. Wynn now just chipping it in down low as he'll get back to his position on the point now. And the Junior Senators get possession and they'll bring it back out to center. Here's Pion inside the zone. His lazy shot towards the goal, easily stopped by Bateman. Leaves it now. He's got Marshall. Marshall now. It's around the net. Tied up now by Wynn. And Sloan's going to bat it forward now. Binney is going to get it back out to the line. Now Turner's going to bring it back the other way now for the Raiders. Inside the zone. Stops up. Tries to hit Binney the trailer with that pass. And that one's intercepted. And now it's sent inside the Junior Senators zone. This one's sent all the way down the ice now. As Sloan picking it up. Sends it for Jurgenite. He gets it out. Abbott trying to clear it up to center. He's knocked down hard by Bisson. Jurgenite now fumbles with it. Tied up now by Bullrice. And it's stolen. Haddo is unable to get a clean stick on it. Stays with it now. Tries to center it. Jurgenite blocks the pass. Gets it to the line. And Abbott is able to clear it out for the Raiders. Now it's set inside the Raiders zone. Sloan fans on the clearing attempts. Kept in by Belanger. Tries to walk in with it. Centers it for Walsh. But he's unable to cleanly handle it. Now his pass for Bisson comes back out to center. Bisson, though, will bring it back the other way and dump it inside the zone. Bateman out to play it. Rims it harder on the boards. Belanger unable to get a clean handle on it. So Horvath is going to bring it back the other way for the Raiders with some speed. He's got Beau Binney. Drops it off for Lavoie. Lavoie sends it towards the goal. That one's blocked by Owen Cole. And he'll just send it all the way back down the ice. Clark now being chased by Dempster. Banks it off the boards. Dempster now on it here for the Junior Senators, being tied up by Horvath. And Clark's able to dig it out there for the Raiders. Sends it to the line, but Patacchio just keeps it in. Now Dempster back with it. Cycles around the net, sends it to the line for Patacchio. He's just going to send it off the boards, trying to get a bounce play there. Hilton now sends it down low. Centering pass for Dempster, but he was tied up now. And Horvath's going to bring it back the other way with some speed. Inside the zone on the left side. Tries to cut in. Takes a check. Sends it towards the goal. Shimzu now trying to send it in front. His centering pass was blocked now. And Cole's going to pick it up now for Patacchio. And Patacchio carrying it across center. He's going to rim it harder on the boards now. Orban back on it for the Raiders. Sends it out to center. In the feet of McQuaid, but he picks it up and is going to bring it inside the zone with some speed on that right side. Stops up. Looks for help now as he drops it off for Shimzu. His far side pass for Orban. They're unable to connect. Orban stays with it though. Trying to center it. Has that one knocked off his stick by Patacchio. And now Jackson trying to clear it out. Reamer unable to clear it. And now it's sent hard off the glass. Reamer back with it at center. And now Manderville picks it up for the Junior Senators. He tries to bring it inside the zone. He's tied up by McQuaid. McQuaid now sends it far side. Dunn trying to clear it out, but it's kept in at the line. And Manderville's now with it. He drops it off, and Rowe's unable to keep it in at the line now. Rowe going back with it for it. He's hounded by McQuaid. And Rowe makes a couple nice dangles and brings it back the other way. Inside the zone, Manderville sends it towards the goal, but a bouncing puck is scooped up by Bateman, and he hangs on. They're under 10 minutes to go in this second period. 2-1, the Raiders leading this one.
Matthew McQuaid there, trying to get the puck past the Noah Rowe there on the OJS defense, of course. He was hauled up a little bit. That's just playing for the puck. That's what happens. He did lose his stick, so he did have to go off the ice. But Matt McQuaid, he's been great in this second period.
Absolutely has, and he's been a nice young addition to this team. Has a quick chance off the draw there. shot was sent wide by Walsh, and McGregor gets it back out to center now for Matawashish. Trying to carry it in. He's taken down by a couple Junior Sens players. And Walsh now bringing it back out to center. Sends it far side now for Haddo. Brings it inside the zone. Tries to cut around Tierney. Tied up. Sends the stick way out of McGregor's hands, but no call, as Will Venn's going to pick it up now. His pass misses and goes all the way down the ice for icing here.
Looked like that might have been tipped there at the blue line, but nonetheless, it'll be face off the Raiders zone. 9:24 to play here in the second.
So the Raiders unable to change there on that icing call. Will Venn will come in to take the draw against the leading scorer in the CCHL, Owen Cole. Cole wins the draw back to the line for Belanger. His toe drag shot stopped by Bateman. Just steers it off to the side now and back behind the net. Tierney sends it up the board for Matawashish. She just shovels it all the way back down the ice. Icing waved off as Belanger back to play it. Takes a check from McGregor, but rims it hard up the board, so now it's picked up by Bisson. Moves it forward now. Intercepted by the Raiders, and their Junior Sens are forced to just hammer it back inside the zone. Clark now reversing it for his man, and now it's sent hard up the boards. Clark gets the breakout going. Now here's Turner with Abbott. Abbott on that left side. Sends it towards the goal, unable to connect with Binney. That was a close chance as Binney was open back door, but now the Junior Sens back the other way with an odd man rush of their own. Bisson, though, has that one hop off his stick, and Jurgenite takes his man hard into the boards, and he's able to dig it out, and the Raiders are going to get a power play chance now. The puck is touched up.
Looks like we have a hit to the head coming here for OJS.
And Dempster is going to go off.
Or is that too many men on the ice, do we see?
For a hit to the head. Not sure what the other referee's doing, making a circling motion there with his finger, but nonetheless, the Raiders are going to get another power play chance
on the power
here.
play. That's all that matters, Josh.
As the former Raider, Jeff Dempster, sent to the box for the check to the head penalty. It's a 2-minute call. Or excuse me, 2-minute call plus a 10-minute misconduct. So I think that's what the referee was doing, trying to look for someone to serve the 2 minutes, as Dempster is going to take his seat now for 12 minutes here.
It's 2 questionable hits from Dempster tonight.
As off the draw, the Raiders win the draw, and they'll get that power play set up. Wynn now sends it far side. Horvath with a shot. Rebound chance for Binney. Unable to hammer it home, though. And the Junior Senators will clear that one up into the mesh, and it goes out of play.
Raiders penalty to number, correction, Junior Senators penalty to number 89.
We're just getting the call here for that official ruling on that penalty.
Jeffrey Dempster, 2 minutes for head contact.
It was a head contact penalty, Josh.
So now the face-off inside the Junior Senators zone of the power play here for the Raiders. Sent in down low. McGregor is taken hard into the boards by Noah Rowe. Brandt's now with it, and he gets it out for Boulerice, who's unable to clear it, though, as Wynn steps in to keep it in. Now Brandt trying to clear it, and it's kept in by Horvath. Horvath tries to send it down low. Intercepted by Noah Rowe, and Rowe's going to bring it back the other way here for the Junior Sens. Has that one knocked off his stick, and so Marshall just sent it all the way inside the Raiders zone. Tierney now back with it. Sends it up for Abbott. Curtis Abbott now brings it inside the Raiders zone. His shot, that one's off his stick and well out of play here with 7:42 to go in this second period, a minute 11 to go on the penalty, to Jeff Dempster for head contact.
The Raiders have been continuing to get the puck on net here in the second period. It's been a much improved effort offensively in the second than the first, and that's why they have a 2-1 lead.
Face-off is one now. Sent hard up the boards. Orban keeps it in for the Raiders. For a couple of clearing attempts as Turner's knocked down hard by Bisson. And the Junior Senators are able to get it back out to center. Al Safe coming now with it. His shot from that left side on the chest of Bateman, who plays it right out. And Clark's now going to bring it back out to center. He sends it in, and Jackson Clark's going to give chase now inside the offensive zone. He's tied up, so Abbott comes in to help him out. Abbott trying to send it down low. Now it's picked up by Bisson. Gets it off the glass, and now it's cleared all the way back out to center by Topa. Bateman now coming out to play it. Plays it far side for Turner now. Just 28 seconds to go on the power play. Back behind his net. Orban moving it forward down the power play breakout here for the Raiders. Across center. stops up there, unable to send it in, and so it's sent all the way back down the ice here. Just 10 seconds to go. This will be the last rush here on the power play for the Nepean Raiders. Horvath drops it off now for Orban. Sends it far side for Wynn. He's going to rim it hard around the boards as penalty expires now on the 2 minutes, and so Hilton steps out of the box. Tierney there fumbles with it, so he just sends it forward. And we're back to 5-on-5 here. Brandt now in his own zone for the Junior Senators, moving it forward now. Across center, sends it in. It's hard around the boards. Bateman rims it hard around the boards now, and Horvath trying to clear it out. And now it's finally cleared out by Wynn all the way down the ice. That one tips off the stick of Haddo, and so icing waved off now. This is now in their own zone. Brandt rimming it hard around the boards. Tierney on his off wing there, forced to just kick it back inside the zone. And now it's picked up by Rowe. His long pass up for Walsh. Walsh now in on one-on-one. Tries to cut around Sloan. Sloan stays right with him though. And now Darcy Walsh getting some help. It's picked up. Walsh back on it. From his knees, sends it to the point for Belanger. His shot blocked by Shimzu. Shimzu's going to bring it back the other way. 2-on-1 now with Horvath. Shimzu with it, waits, score! Josh Shimzu with a beautiful shot. And the Raiders take a 2-goal lead.
Shimizu with the shot, Matt Vernon would say. Awesome goal by Shimizu, and we do have some chirping here after the goal was scored. But nonetheless, the Raiders have a 3-1 lead here. Josh Shimizu was flying up the right side of the ice and fired it blocker side. Low blocker past Boisvert, and the Nepean Raiders are up 3-1 here in the second.
And a beautiful shot by Josh Shimzu as he was just given the lane to walk right in and made no mistake with it, fires it right in, and this is a big 2-goal lead here for the Nepean Raiders as they have been the better team here throughout this second period.
And I do believe that was their second power play goal of the night.
And there's a big hit there by Jack Miles, knocks down Alsafe, but he's going to get a penalty now. Miles is going to go off for the charge. Maybe did take a couple too many steps.
Couple too many steps, Josh.
And he's going to go off now. And the Junior Senators are going to get their second power play chance of the night with 5:21 to go in this second period. But the Raiders do have themselves a 3-1 lead over the Ottawa Junior Senators.
This is a big kill for Nepean as they do have all the momentum currently in this game with that Shimizu goal. If they can hold this lethal Junior Sens power play off here for another 2 minutes, it'd be key to winning this game.
Absolutely. Bo Binney as well as Griffin McGregor out there to take the draw here for the Raiders. Binney unable to win the draw, and so the Junior Senators get set right up. Cole now setting it in down low for his man. Sent in front of the net. Bisson unable to jam it home there, back door. Bisson back with it, now sends it to the line. Now back for Bisson, into the middle. There's a quick shot. Good pad save by Logan Bateman. Bisson back on it now on that left side. Sends it to the line for Rowe. His long shot save is made by Bateman. Rebound chance. Bateman once again with a nice save. Back to the line once again. Rowe. Far side now on the left side for Bisson. Sends it to the middle. He's tied up. Bisson back with it now on the left side. To the line now for Rowe. Shimmy shakes. Now sends it on the right side. Now back up top for Rowe. His one-time shot blocked. Gets to the line, but Rowe is able to keep it in and sends it in down low. Now Tapa sends it far side now for Cole. Cole on the right side. Tries to walk in with it. Now in down low for Tapa. Stays with it. Now back on the right side for Cole. On that circle, his shot. Save is made. Rebound. Scores! Adrian Bisson picking up the rebound, has a yawning wide open cage, and he's able to bang it home as the Junior Senators get back to within one here on their first power play goal of the night, making Jack Miles pay for that charging call.
Yeah, Bisson, that was a wide open cage. Pretty juicy rebound given by Bateman there. But of course, the Raiders were short-handed. Shot from the other end of the points. Came right out to Bisson. He buried it. No problem. 3-2 in this one for the Nepean Raiders.
Then, though, wins the draw at center. And Wynn is going to send it all the way down and gets in on goal on Boisvert. And he's going to hang on. So the Raiders going to get an offensive zone face-off here with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in this second period. As the Nepean Raiders have a 3-2 lead here in this second period.
Now it's the Raiders' job. Try and get momentum back on their side and to restore that 2-goal lead. And Ven's in here for the draw.
Ven wins the draw off to the board. Shimzu sends it to the line. Win being forechecked hard there, so he's forced to just send it back in. And now in down low. Matawashish with it. Turns, tries to center it. That one missed everyone though, and Primeau is going to be able to get back on it for the junior Sen. Sends it hard to the line and all the way out now at center. Orban sending it far side now for a win. Sends it hard up. Now Shimzu cuts to the middle. He's got Orban coming up with him. Orban sends it in now and he'll give chase against Bailey Brandt. Tries to center it. That one's off a stick. And it's sent all the way back out to center now. Back the other way, here's Hilton. Tries to center it for Orban. That one's taken away. And there's a quick shot off the stick of Will Ven. It'll go up and out of play here. And 3:22 to go in this second period. The Raiders hanging on to a 3-2 lead here in this second period.
The Raiders have played a great period so far. Of course, it's too bad with that goal there. 3:22 left. Keep this 1-goal lead, maybe even improve it heading into the third. This is a big 3 minutes for the Nepean team.
Face-off is won by the junior Senators. Bisson sending it in down low. Walsh with a one-time shot there from the slot. That one just sails wide, and Turner able to pick it up now for the Raiders. Gets it back out to center. Haddo now tipping it inside the Raiders zone. Turner getting it on it now, but Bullrice gets with it now. There's a quick one-time shot. Bullrice misses. That one hits the referee and stays inside the zone, but Binney able to get it back out to center, unable to connect with Abbott on the pass. And now it's back inside the junior Senators zone. Bisson with it. He falls and loses it now. Abbott with it, trying to walk out, centers it out in front. Turner trying to get a handle on the bouncing puck, but Abbott's right back on it now, sent to the line. Here's Clark on that right side. His shot, that one tipped just wide. Now it's sent to the line, Haddo. Waiting for some help, he hits Bullrice with a pass. And they're back out at center. Dropped off now for Walsh. Walsh trying to walk in. His shot, save is made by Bateman. And this time he covers up the rebound with 2:23 to go in this second period. And the score 3-2, still in this one in favor of your Nepean Raiders.
It's been can't reiterate this is a heck of a period from this Nepean team against a very high-scoring OJS offensive unit, and they got 2:23 here left, Josh. Let's see what happens here off this defensive zone face-off.
Abois now wins the draw back for the Raiders. Going back to get it as Win. He sends it to the line, but Brandt is able to keep it in. He just sends it in down low. That one hits a stanchion and bounces in front. Win forced to make a scrambly defensive play there. And the junior Senators back on it. There's a quick shot. That one just missed wide. Orban back on it now. Trying to set it up the boards. Being forechecked there. Now Hilton on it now for the junior Sen. Sends it towards the goal. Gets saved by Bateman. Tapa now sends it to the line for Rowe. He winds, fakes. Now his shot blocked by Shimzu. Sent towards the goal, and there's another block by the Nepean Raiders. And now Horvath unable to clear it. As back inside the zone, Win with some speed. Gets it hard up on the right side for Shimzu. Shimzu breaking in on the right side. Sends it far side. Shot for Lavoie, and a good save by Boisvert with a minute and a half to go in this second period. And a good offensive chance there for the Raiders.
Something I've noticed here that the junior Senators defensemen have been doing with point shots is trying to take advantage of bounces off the boards, as this is their home rink. They practice here. They know what's going on. And there has been some funny bounces off stanchions off the end boards tonight. Hopefully that doesn't come back to burn the Nepean Raiders, but the junior Senators have been trying to take advantage of their own home rink so far tonight.
So off the draw, now Alsafe being tied up there. So Binney able to come in and pick it up for the Raiders. He's back behind the net. Sends it to the line for Tierney. His shot, that one's off the chest of McGregor. McGregor, though, sending it in down low now. Matawashish tries to center it. That one's blocked by Alsafe, and he gets it to the line and out. The Raiders now hammer it right back in. Batacchio now. His pass tipped in by Reamer. All the way inside the Raiders zone. Tierney back to play it in his own zone. Reversing it now for Sloan. And Sloan sends it hard up the boards, and Alsafe pinching it in for the junior Senators, keeps it in. Back to the line now, here's Jackson. Sends it far side for Batacchio. His shot, blocked by Matawashish. Here as we enter the final minute of play here. Picked up now by McGregor. He's going to bring it back the other way with some speed for the Raiders inside the zone. on that left side, tries to send it towards the goal. That one's blocked by Alsafe. And now it's picked up. Reamer getting it up for Bull Rice. He has that one bounce off his stick and sent back the other way. Horvath in on the zone on the 3-on-2. Far side for Matawashish. His shot save is made. Horvath on the rebound. His shot is blocked. Matawashish now sends his man hard into the boards. And the junior center is going to look to just try and tie it up here with 8 seconds, but the Raiders dig it free. Now it's picked up by Walsh. He's got 5 seconds now with some speed in on that right side. Tries to cut around Orban. Stays right with him though. And that'll do it here in this second period. As through 40 minutes of play, the Raiders go into the dressing room with a 3-2 lead.
Heck of a second period. I don't know how many times I can say that tonight, Josh. This Nepean Raiders team, they have a 3-2 lead. Thanks to a Josh Shimizu shot. Shimizu with the shot, as they like to say back at the station. Heck of a game so far for Nepean. Hopefully they can keep at it, keep the effort that they had in the second period into the third. Hopefully the coach motivates the boys going to the third, and it's going to be a heck of a third period.
Now, we've mentioned, I think about 1 million times throughout this season, the play of Logan Bateman. He wasn't really tested all too much in that second period as much as he was in the first period, but he stood very tall in that Nepean Raiders net. He obviously gave up that one goal, but I don't think he had any chance on it. And he even dove back and almost was able to make the save on it. But nonetheless, he takes his team with the lead into the dressing room here after 40 minutes of play. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the second intermission show with the guys in studio. You're listening to Nepean Raiders hockey here on the Nepean Raiders radio station, CKDJ 107.9. Welcome back inside the Jim Durrell Sports Complex for Nepean Raiders hockey on the Nepean Raiders radio station CKDJ 107.9 between your Nepean Raiders and the Ottawa Junior Senators. Josh Primeau joined alongside me is Matt Wilson. And Matt, through 40 minutes of play, the Nepean Raiders leading this one by a score of 3-2. In that second period, the Raiders got a quick early goal from Owen Dunn on a beautiful face-off play. The Junior Senators answered with a power play goal from Adrian Bisson, and then Josh Shimizu wired home a beautiful shot to give the Nepean Raiders that 3-2 lead. That's where we stand here going into this third period. 1 goal lead for this Nepean Raiders in probably one of their most important periods of the entire season here, Matt.
If they can beat this Junior Senators team, that's a hell of a win for this Nepean team. As they blast, the dropkick Murphy says here into the Jim Durrell Center. The Junior Senators are on the ice. The Nepean Raiders are on the ice. The referees are ready to go. It's going to be a heck of a period here for Nepean. If they can win this game, that'll be huge.
Absolutely. The Raiders are probably going to be forced to play extremely defensive in this third period. As we mentioned throughout this entire broadcast, the Junior Senators have a whole bunch of top gunners in the CCHL that are going to be looking to get them back tied up and maybe get themselves back on top.
One thing Nepean can't do, though, is play kitty by the door, they call it. They can't just stay in the defensive zone. They got to keep putting the pressure offensively as well, mixing in some defense, Josh.
Absolutely. As we're underway here in this third period, off the draw, Junior Senators sending it in. And Tommy Wynn going back to play it, looking for his man on that right side, but the pass missed, so it goes all the way down for icing here. Just 12 seconds into this third period. So the face-off coming to the right of the goaltender Logan Bateman, who has been very solid so far. He's got 23 saves on 25 shots. As off the draw now, Orban sending it hard up the boards for Abbott. He just tries to chip it out. It's kept in, and now Orban's going to send it all the way back down inside the zone. The play is called now, as not sure why the play was called, but face-off is going to come inside the Nepean Raiders zone.
Not sure what happened there as the puck was up the ice, but offensive zone face-off here for the Junior Sens.
Lavoie now coming into the take the draw, but Bull Rice wins it for the Junior Senators. Sent down low. There's a quick one-time chance there from Walsh in the slot. So they try that set play there, but unable to get a shot on goal. Horvath now trying to clear it out, but it's kept in by Walsh, but now the Raiders are able to get it back out to center. Now Shimzu trying to carry it out to center. Knocked off the puck by Belanger, but stays right with it, circling back in his own zone. Now with some speed. At center, trying to send it in, but stolen from him, and now Hado's going to bring it inside the zone here for the Junior Senators. Hado back with it now, sending it far side, but Horvath's right there to intercept the pass. Sends it up for Shimzu, who gets across center. Takes a check, but gets it inside the zone, and the Raiders are able to get a full 5-man change here. Bisson now, bring it back the other way. He's got Rowe on that right side, brings it inside the zone. Tries a curl and drag shot, but that one's blocked. McGregor sends it to the line, but unable to clear it now. As the Junior Senators right back on it, now inside the offensive zone. Sent to the line, here's Rowe. His long shot, that one hits a stick and goes off into the corner now. Cole now on it. Cole trying to walk away from Clark, who stays right with him. That one's sent towards the goal, and Bateman somehow able to get a glove on it and hang on through a whole bunch of traffic here. As a minute and a half gone here in this third period. 3-2, the Raiders still leading this one.
Owen Cole there came out of the corner, got a nice shot. Bateman was screened, but he made the stop. So, all right start here for Nepean in the third, but it's going to be tough. This OGS team's not going to stop pushing.
As we mentioned multiple times, Owen Colby coming into tonight, the leading scorer in the CCHL with 36 points. As off the draw, this one sent all the way down the ice by McGregor. Icing waved off as Brandt will go back to play it inside his defensive zone. Stops behind the net. Now skates out with it. To the far side for Rowe. Rowe somehow just pushing it forward. Now gets it inside the zone. Manderville giving chase now. Manderville, leaving it now for Reamer. Reamer being checked hard there by Benny. And now it's sent in down low. And back behind the net. Trying to center it there. That was Jackson, but now it's picked up by Matawashish, and the Raiders get it back out to center and send it in. McGregor now giving chase. This one's sent hard up the boards. Owen Cole back out on the ice for the Junior Senators. Picks it up now. Circles back behind his own net. Now drops it off for Bailey Brandt. As Brandt now waits behind his own net. Leaves it for Cole with some speed. Cole now dropping it right back off for Brandt. Brandt now sending it far side. His pass so picked off by McQuaid, who's unable to send it back inside the zone. So the Junior Senators right back on it. Tapa tipping it inside the zone. Ties up Tierney back behind the net, but McQuaid digs it free. Sent hard up the boards. Al safe keeping it in there for the Junior Senators. And now far side, but Patacchio sending it now far side. Sent in down low, but McQuaid is able to pick it up now for the Raiders. He circles back the other way, sends it far side for Dunn, who gets it inside the zone. Trying to give chase there. He's tied up by Alsafe. And now the puck is rimmed hard up the boards, and the Junior Senators get it back out to center, now inside the zone. Cutting into the middle. Cole makes a nice move. Tries to cut in. He scores! What a goal by Owen Cole. He picks up his 37th point of the year, sliding it 5-hole by Logan Bateman, and just like that, this game is tied up at 3.
There's a reason why Owen Cole is leading the league in points. He undressed 3 Nepean Raiders players before sliding that puck under Logan Bateman. Heck of a goal by Owen Cole. And we are all tied up at 3.
16:39 to go here in this third period. Now tied up at 3 as Manderville bringing it back inside the zone. His shot up into the pants of Tyler Orban. Actually went up into his shin pad. He fishes it out there, and so the face-off will come back inside the Raiders zone here with 16 and a half to go, in this third period. 3-3 to the score in this one. As Owen Cole tying it up here in this third period. Now it's quickly sent to the line off the draw. Bisson now. He cycles down low, drops it now off for Pion. Back for now Bisson. His shot. Rebound chance. Scores! And just like that, Ottawa Junior Senators take their first lead of the night. As Manderville bangs home the rebound, and it's 4-3 Junior Sens.
Another big rebound there, given up on Logan Bateman. And the Colgate University commit, Ethan Manderville, banged that one home. That's tough for Nepean, as they haven't had the best start of this third period. They gave him 2 goals already. It's 4-3 for the Junior Sens. This game's going to be tough to overcome. Let's see if this young Raiders squad can pull it off.
It's about 30 seconds apart, those 2 goals. And we're back underway, and once again, Junior Senators bringing it back inside the zone. Walsh with a quick chance there. He sends it wide. Back on it, no. Sends it towards the goal. Knocked off to the side by Sloan. Now on it is Haddo. Being hounded there. Sends it to the line. What a pass. Belanger shot. Now it's blocked by Shimzu. Belanger still with it. Sends it far side. Tierney blocks the pass. And now Horvath's going to bring it back the other way with some speed. Dumps it inside the zone. Giving chase now. Haddo sends it back for Piston. Sends it hard up the boards. Bullrice gets it out to center. Jurgenite is able to set it inside the zone. The extremely loud PA announcer in this arena is over the loudspeaker now as Jurgenite takes his man down inside the defensive zone, and now back out to center. Venn carrying it forward. Drops it off for Matawashish and now sent in far side for McGregor. His shot glove down. And now it's picked up by the Junior Senators. They bring it back the other way. It's Hilton with some speed now. Tries to cut in. Tied up there by Orban, so he's forced to just send it back behind the net. Clark with it now. Spins off a couple checks. And Orban able to set it up for Matawashish, who's unable to clear it though. It's a long shot by Orban. Now another long shot blocked now, this time by Will Venn. And that one stung him a bit. A nice toe drag move by Venn though to get it back out to center. Orban now sending it far side for Clark. Clark back on it. Sends it up the boards. Miles just tips it back out to center. At center now, the Junior Senators bringing it back the other way. Here's Jackson. Tries to cut in. Has that one knocked off his stick. McQuaid trying to get it back out, but Jackson keeps it in for the Junior Senators. Drops it off for Manderville. He's unable to get a shot away. And now it's sent out to the line once again. The Raiders unable to clear it here. McQuaid now in his own zone. Has that one bounce off his stick. So Jackson stays with it. But now his pass intercepted by McQuaid, who once again is unable to clear it. Jackson still with it. Sends it to the line. Brent with a shot. That one's blocked. Picked up by Orban. And finally, the Raiders are able to get it out as this one goes all the way down the ice. And it's going to get in on goal. And Boisvert is going to hang on with 13:54 to go in this third period. Now the Raiders down one here as the Junior Senators with a 4-3 lead.
This will show a lot for this young team. If they can somehow find a way to come back and tie this one up here in the third, it'll be massive, but let's see what happens here. We do have an offensive zone draw here for Nepean.
Draws won by the Raiders. There's a long shot by Wynn. And Boisvert makes a nice stop and hangs on.
That's the thing Nepean has to keep doing. Keep getting shots in it like that. As we saw that Jackson Clark goal earlier, you never know what goes on in front of the net. So, of course, now being down 4-3, 13 minutes here to play, that's what you got to do for this Raiders team, as there's not much else happening on the offensive side tonight.
Face-off is one. Binney trying to send it towards the goal. But it's off a stick and goes wide. Nice play by Abbott to turn the puck over, though. Sends it towards the goal. Binney trying to get a one-time chance there. Now it's sent in towards the goal. And now back inside the zone. Dempster able to pick it up now for the Junior Senators. Gets it back out to center. Now inside the zone. Marshall just sending it inside the Raiders zone. And the play is called offside as Dempster was in just a little bit earlier.
For this Raiders team, as they're announcing the 50-50 in the house here tonight, Josh. Decent crowd here on hand at the Jim Darrell Complex for this Wednesday night game. This Raiders team, as we been going on, there's 13:20 left here in the third, with the draw happening right in front of our broadcast spot.
Waugh trying to win the draw forward, but it's sent back towards the Raiders zone. Back out to center. Now it's sent right back in. Bullrice back in on the forecheck. Inside the zone. It's sent back out to center, and Shimzu's going to bring it back the other way. 2-on-1 with Horvath. Sent it for Horvath, unable to connect on the 2-on-1. Nice try there. Horvath just sent that one wide. Shimzu back on it. Being tied up now by three Junior Senators players, staying right with it. Leaves it for Horvath now. Horvath now trying to walk out with it. Being tied up there. And the Raiders are going to get a power play chance now, but Pinocchio is going to go off. And just a stupid penalty by Pinocchio. He's going to go off for the rough. And the Raiders are going to get another huge power play chance here as they're down one, and they'll look to tie it right back up.
They got to work that puck back to Jackson Clark. He has a heck of a shot in the backhand. fires one on net, you get a deflection, you get a tip, he might put it right in like he did earlier in this period. You never know, but this power play opportunity coming from Nepean, it's pretty big, Josh.
So now the face-off inside the zone here for the Raiders. They send it to the line. Orban unable to keep it in here, and the Raiders have their 4th power play chance of the game. Clark in his own zone stops up. He has the 1 power play goal in this game for the Raiders. Sends it for Abbott, far side, and Abbott's going to send it in inside the zone. One's banked hard off the glass. Abbott gloving it down and keeping it in. Turner now sends it far side for Orban, and the Raiders are set up here in the offensive zone. Orban now up top. Got Matawashish on the right side, now sent far side. Clark with the one-time shot off the side of the net. Sends rim hard around the boards. Now, it looked like it hit off the mesh, but play continues as it goes all the way back down inside the Raiders zone. Abbott now with it, just sends it in. Out to play it is Boisvert. He leaves it for Brandt, who just rims it hard all the way down the ice now. With already a minute gone and a minute to go here on the power play. Shimzu back behind his net, forced to stop up and avoid a check. Now bringing it back the other way, being hounded by Bullrights all the way up the ice. Shimzu now inside the zone, steps around a check. He takes Alsafe down and sent all the way back out to center. Tierney now back behind the net, and he'll look to get the power play breakout set up now as they'll look to come back the other way. Tommy Wynn now sending it far side for Benny. That one bounces off his stick, and once again Junior Senators clearing it all the way back down the length of the ice. Tierney now behind his own net. Starts the attack back the other way. Horvath's pass and far side. McGregor now on the right side. Trying to just get it inside the zone. Pushes it forward. The Raiders were in offside, so they're forced to tag up and come back the other way. But now Rowe's going to bring it back the other way shorthanded. His shot off the stick of Tierney and up and out of play. With just 12 seconds to go on the power play. And 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in this third period.
Noah Rowe shorthanded, came in, fired that one on net. Bateman deflected up into the mesh. There's 12 seconds left on the power play here for Nepean, but the faceoff is in their own zone.
So now the faceoff to the left of the goaltender Bateman. And the draws one back as Jurgenite now back behind his own net. And they'll bring it back the other way as time expires on the power play, and we're back to 5-on-5. There's a quick shot from McQuaid. That one is stopped. Now it's sent in down low. Alsafe picking it up behind his own net. Steps away from a check. Now sends it hard up the boards. Hilton tries to send it hard up the boards. Dunn, though, keeping it in. Miles now being tied up behind the nets. Dug out. And the Junior Senators will start to come back the other way as Hilton's pass misses, and it's going to go all the way down for icing here with 10:17 to go in this third period. 4-3, the score in this one in favor of the Ottawa Junior Senators.
It does feel like Nepean has upped the ante here a little bit in the third after those 2 quick goals for OJS to give them the lead. Ever since then, it feels like the play has slowed down, which may or may not be in the Raiders' favor, as they do have to get pucks in deep and get them trying to get a puck in the back of the net, but we never know here in the third.
Draw is won by the Junior Senators. Cole gets it back out to center, but it's picked up now by Wynn, who's just going to send it inside the zone. Now it's picked up, sent far side. Hilton now back with it at center. It's tied up there by Orban, who's going to push it forward. Now Matawashish tries to send it in, and he does. Back out to center, though. Now Wynn inside the zone. Makes a nice move around Alsafe. Send it towards the goal and just misses. Orban with a shot now. Now it's off a stick and goes up and out of play. And so it'll be an offensive zone face-off here with 9:43 to go for the Nepean Raiders.
That was a heck of a move there by Thomas Wynn to undress that defender. Of course, the Raiders couldn't get anything out of it offensively, but that's the kind of thing you need here in the third to maybe get the boys going on the bench, get something going offensively.
Now the face-off coming to the right of the goaltender Boisvert. Face-off is won now and sent out, but Tierney able to keep it inside the zone as he leaps and gloves it down. Tierney now still with it, tries to walk in, tied up by a couple men. Now it's sent to the line. Horvath, far side for Clark. His shot all the way through, but that one just missed wide. Horvath now tries to hammer towards the goal, and that one's blocked. Shimzu now being tied up by Brandt. Gets some help now from Lavoie in down low. Shimzu somehow able to dig it out. And now Horvath with it, tries to cut in with it, and a nice save by Boisvert.
It looks like Shimizu in the corner. They're getting into some a little bit of a shoving match off. So that's what Josh does. We saw earlier tonight, he did put one in the back of the net, and he also grinds the gears of the other teams. And that's what you need in a player in today's day.
So now the face-off inside the zone of the Ottawa Junior Senators to the left of the goaltender Boisvert. Binney pushing it forward, getting it right in on it. Tries to center it, but no one's there on the end of that pass. Wynn now at center with it for the Raiders, sends it in on goal. Glove down by Boisvert, and he just drops it off. Now back behind the net. This one's sent hard up the boards. Haddo now trying to bank it in, but wins right back on it for the Raiders. Sent it far side for Orban. Now Abbott able to tip it in inside the zone, but he wasn't able to get across center. And so icing is going to be called against the Raiders here with 8:48 to go this third period.
Time is taken on this Nepean team, but they have been getting a little bit more pressure offensively later in the back half of this third period. But late 48 there left. It's tough for this Nepean team, but we do have an offensive or defensive zone face-off here for Nepean.
Off the icing call, the Raiders forced to take the draw in their own zone. Off the draw, Hilton. Now trying to set up for the Junior Senators. Sends it down low for Tapa, who sends it to the line for Bisson. His long shot off a skate. Now Cole tries to spin and shoot it. That one's blocked, and Wynn back on it now. Sends it to Abbott, who gets it back out to center. And this one's going to go all the way down the ice, but icing waved off as it didn't cross the goal line. Nice move there inside his own zone by Belanger, who gets it up far side, and streaking in is Cole. Tied up by Jurgenite, and Jurgenite's going to take him down behind the net. And now Jurgenite loses his stick behind the net, so he's just tying it up in his feet. Picked up by Cole. Tries to walk out with it, sends it to the line. Rowe now sends it in down low. Sloan there walks out, is able to pick it up for the Raiders. This one's sent back into the middle of the ice. Jurgenite unable to clear it though. Dempster is going to give chase now for the Junior Senators. Spins off a check, sends it down low. It's picked up by McQuaid. He's going to skate with it now and get it back out to center. Cross center ice line. Now inside the zone. Let's just step around a couple checks, but he's tied up there. And it's sent out to center. Miles now with it at center ice. Drops it off for Jackson Clark. Sends it up to the line. It's knocked off his stick. And Dunn now trying to push it forward. As Rowe now rimming it hard around the boards. Brandt now picking it up for the Junior Senators. Sends it back out to center. Clark sends it back in, and the Raiders are forced to tag up, but they're able to get a change now. Rowe in his own zone, stops up, cuts back, and trying to avoid Shimizu, and now he does, and he'll carry it back forward the other way. Sends it out inside the Raiders zone. Tierney is going to bank it hard off the boards. Dempster picks it up now. Has that one knocked off his stick by Lavoie. Now it's sent far side here. Inside his own zone. Noah Rowe still with it. Steps around Horvath. Gets it out to center. Now across the line. Going to hammer it in. It rims hard all the way around the boards. Dempster unable to get a handle on it, but it's kept in at the line. But Clark's able to push it forward now out to center. Jackson now sending it far side. Picked up by Bisson. Sends it in. Dempster's going to tip it inside the zone. Bateman out to play. It's going to rim it hard around the boards. Tierney sends it up for Horvath. He clears it out to center. Turner trying to push forward with it. Denny now trying to center it for Horvath, but his pass is intercepted. Now it's brought back the other way. Here's Reamer with some speed. Stops up. Tries to cut around his man. Sent in front. Quick chance and a big save there by Logan Bateman. Vanderbilt back with it. Centering it down low. Reamer is tied up there by Orban. Vanderbilt back on it now inside the zone on the left side. Trying to step away from Wynn. Sends it in down low. Quick shot by Reamer goes high. But Takio now sending it in down low. Knocks his man down. Now back to the line. Trying to walk in with it. His shot blocked by Binney. Wynn now with it. Banks it hard off the glass. Off the stanchion. And Horvath's able to pick it up now back the other way here for the Raiders. Inside the zone on the right side. Sends it forward. No one able to connect with it. But Horvath stays right with it in on the forecheck. And the Raiders now inside the offensive zone. Trying to get possession of it and set up. Send hard off the boards. Reamer now with it. Getting it back out to center. Bullrice gets it inside the zone. Sloan tying up Bullrice. Sends it out in front. Haddo unable to get a shot away, but stays right with it. Cross ice pass and a big save by Bateman as he slides across to take away the one-timer. And a big save with 5:05 to go in this third period. Time dwindling down here on the Nepean Raiders as they're down 1, 4-3.
Cross crease pass there for OJS, and Logan Bateman, a heck of a save. Maybe the referee blew it a little bit early if the puck was loose when the whistle blew, but nonetheless, Logan Bateman is having a conversation with the official. I'm not quite sure what that's about, and I think a timeout has been called here by the Raiders.
The Raiders taking their timeout with 5:05 to go here in this third period, Matt, and what do you think they're talking about on that Raiders bench?
Trying to figure out a way to keep the Junior Sens hemmed in their own zone, as when you're getting to late in the games like this, like the goalie's probably going to be getting taken out here. Logan's going to be taken out here in the next 2 to 3 minutes, you'd assume. They might be drawing up a play when they do have the extra attacker on the ice, as it was a pretty quick break there. Maybe just a breather for the boys, as there has been a lot of action here in the third period, but it's going to be a defensive zone draw here for Nepean, and we'll see what happens here. The Walsh line is on for the Junior Sens.
So Turner in there in the face-off circle against Bull Rice. Bull Rice wins a draw off to the side. Haddo sends it to the line, but McGregor is able to clear it out. Now it's sent inside the zone. Sent hard up. McGregor gets it into center for Abbott. Abbott now trying to walk in with it. Curl and drag shot. That one takes a couple bounces. Loose puck in front, but it's cleared away. Walsh now sending it far side. Haddo back out to center. Tries to cut around Wynn. Wynn takes him down, and he's going to get a penalty here.
That's not good. Haddo was hauled down there by Wynn, and then Wynn's knee actually hit Haddo right in the face.
So 5-on-5 now as Wynn's going to go off for the trip, but the referee calling it a second trip on Haddo. So we're going to go 5-on-5 here with 4.5 to go in this third period.
4-on-4. I think we're going 4-on-4, are we not?
Offsetting penalties stay at 5-on-5 in this league. And so Haddo and Wynn
that was a nasty knee to the face there.
Did you
see
go
that?
off to the box. I didn't see it, unfortunately.
That was it was tough. Haddo there in the neutral zone. I'm not sure why he got the hook there too, but we have 4:27 left here, Josh, in the third period.
Lavoie now winning the draw forward for the Raiders, but it's picked up. And it's sent right back out to center now for the Raiders. Bisson is going to hammer it inside the zone. Gets all the way around the boards. Tierney unable to clear it out there for the Raiders. And now he does. Back out to center, but Bisson is going to get right back on it. Cole now sends it inside the zone. Tierney now tries to send it hard up the boards for Shimzu. And now Clark is going to clear it out. And here's a chance for Shimzu. He's got a breakaway chance now. And scores! What a goal by Josh Shimzu as he burns by the defender and ties this one up. His second of the night with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left. What a goal that was.
Josh, there's certainly a reason why Mr. Shimizu is on that select team for 2001 and 2002 birthdays. What speed. Flying through the neutral zone shorthanded. Roofed it backhand. Glove side pass Boisvert. What an effort. That's 2 goals for Shimizu tonight, and he's my first star in my books.
Absolutely. What an effort that was. He was well behind both defenders. Bust by Belanger, as you and I mentioned, has had some OHL playing time this season. It's an unreal effort there by Shimzu, and he bangs home his second of the game. And it's tied right back up at 4 as out to center now. Back underway. The Junior Senators trying to push for it now as Reamer sends it inside the zone. Sloan now trying to clear it, but that's off the stick of Reamer and up and out of play. And so face-off will come outside the zone with 3:40 to go in this third period.
You got to wonder if that timeout called by head coach Jeff Robert had anything to do with that goal, as Shimizu was fresh. He flew through that through the middle of the ice, and that was a heck of a play by Josh.
And the Raiders got a lucky bounce there as the pass that came from Clark. I think Clark thought they were shorthanded. He sent it down the ice, but he didn't get all of it. And Shimzu was able to get there and just send it in on the backhand. It's quickly back the other way. Now Turner tries to send it in on goal. McGregor now with it inside the zone. He's tied up by Brandt. This one's sent hard up the boards. Bailey Brandt still with it now. Sends it into the middle. The pass misses though, and he's going to go all the way down the ice. Orrid back inside his own zone now with just over 3 minutes to go here in this third period. Pass bounces off Turner's stick, but he's able to just push it forward now. Abbott's going to get it inside the zone now for Turner, but has that one knocked off his stick. Brought back now the other way here by the Junior Senators. Walsh on the right side. Tries to center. A nice diving play by Jurgenite to block the pass. And now he ties up his man. And Bullwright's getting a couple free shots in there on Sloan. But now back the other way, the Raiders bring it inside the zone. Lavoie has that one go off the linesman's skate, so he loses it. And now the Junior Sens getting it back out the other way. Sent inside the zone. 2.5 to go here in this third period. 4-4 the score in this one. Sent out to center. Off the stick of Horvath. Batacchio is knocked down hard by Shimzu. Horvath now on it. Being tied up by Batacchio. Sends it in front. Shimzu with a sharp angle shot. Stopped by Boisvert. And now this one's sent hard down the ice. It's going to go all the way down the ice. And icing is waved off, though, as Orban is going to get there before that puck reaches the goal line. Orban now trying to tie it up in his own zone. It's dug free by Tapa. Tapa stays with it now. Cycles it down low for Dempster. Dempster trying to walk out with it. Tied up by McQuaid. McQuaid stays right on him. Pokes it loose, and now it's picked up by Tapa back on it behind the net. Sends it to the line for Rowe. He just sends it down low. Orban now banks it hard off the boards. Horvath able to get it back out to center. Shimzu now with some speed here. 1.5 to go in this third period. Sends it inside the zone. Rowe now in his own zone. Sends it down low for Alsafe. Alsafe now rims it hard up the boards. Manderville inside the zone. Has that one knocked off his stick. Sloan stays right on him. Nice check there. Sloan now in his own zone. He's trying to tie it up. Looking for a passing option. Being tied up now. Picks it right back up. Tries to send it to the line. Kept in. Now McQuaid now trying to clear it out and kept in once again. Alsafe with a shot and a nice save by Logan Bateman. And he hangs on with 1:04 to go here in this third period. And it's tied at 4.
This Raiders team has been resilient tonight, Josh, as Josh Shimizu, the man. That was one heck of a shift he just had out there as well. He was dead tired getting off the ice. He finally made his way off unharmed, and we got 1:04 left here. Critical face-off here, and it will be taken by the Nepean Raiders. Bo Binney will be doing the draw.
Face-off is one back, sent to the line. Lavoie dives to push it out. Nice play. Sent hard back inside the Raiders zone now in the final minute. Win. Sending it hard up the boards for McGregor. Waits with it. Far side now for Orban. Orban now gets it for Lavoie. Tips it inside the zone, but it's sent all the way back inside the Raiders zone. Win in his own end. And the far side, McGregor on it. Tries to pass it off for Horvath. Connects with him, but Horvath loses it. Lavoie able to push it back to his defense. Now Win. Sends it up for McGregor. Trying to push it forward. Steps away from a check and just sends it forward. Now it bounces over the stick of Bisson. Lavoie trying to give chase on it. Gets in there on the forecheck. Blocks the pass. And now trying to dig it out. And sent hard up the boards. McGregor able to keep it in there for the Raiders. Trying to push it forward. Now it's picked up. Sent far side. Here's Bisson with just 7 seconds to go here in this third period. Sends that one hard along the board. Stops up behind the net. Bateman out to play it. This pushes it forward, and we're going to head to overtime between these two teams as it's tied 4-4.
What a game here tonight from the Jim Durrell complex, as this resilient Raiders team has forced one of the best teams in this CCHL to an overtime. And Josh Shimizu, hopefully the boys back in the studio show him some love in the post-game show. But we do have a 5-minute overtime period and then possibly a shootout, Josh.
So the second straight game going to overtime here for the Nepean Raiders. They won the last one in a shootout against the Cornwall Colts, as they're able to pick up another point here in this one.
For this Nepean team, Logan Bateman, he's had a great game tonight. 2 of those goals were off pretty big rebounds. He had no control over, and they were gaping. Nobody could have stopped the 2 of those goals. Of course, that Belanger shot there in the first period, heck of a shot. Another one. That'd be really tough to stop as a netminder in this league, but other than that, the Raiders do have Shimizu, Thomas Wynn, and Ryan Horvath out there for the 3-on-3 OT.
Some incredible speed out there for the Nepean Raiders here on this 3-on-3. Cole, Bullrice, and Tapa out there for the Junior Senators against, as we mentioned, Horvath, Shimizu, and Win. The draw is won by the Junior Senators back inside their zone. Bisson going to stop behind his own net, now bring it back the other way. Bisson now across center ice, stops up, and he'll just regroup it now. Drops it off for Tapa. Tries to bring it inside the zone. He's tied up. Send it in the middle for Cole. Sends it into the middle for Bisson. Tries to walk in with it, and a big save by Bateman. And he scoops up the rebound as Bisson was streaking in alone. And it's covered up. A big save by Logan Bateman here just 30 seconds into this overtime period.
Of course, with it being a 3, there's lots of open ice, as we've seen on all levels of hockey since they introduced 3-on-3. Bisson was in alone there, but backhand shot and a save from Logan Bateman. And Manderville will be taking the draw here for the Junior Senators.
Lavoie of the Raiders wins the draw back for Orban. Orban now stops up behind his own net and sends it over for Lavoie on that left side. Lavoie has that one bounce off his stick, but Horvath stays right with it. And now it's sent far side. Lavoie trying to get a shot away, but he was tied up by Vanderbilt, and so Boisvert will just grab it and hang on. 4:19 to go here in this overtime frame. 4-4 the score in this one.
Looks like, who's that going off? Lavoie will be coming off the ice here, and that McQuaid will be coming in here for the no nameplate on McQuaid. He's pretty new. He'll be coming in for the draw here in the offensive zone.
Against Bullrice and Walsh for the Ottawa Junior Senators. Walsh now on it. He's going to stop up behind his own net, and now he's going to get the rush moving forward. Walsh with some speed. Coming in one-on-one with McQuaid. McQuaid stays right with him, though, and knocks it off his stick. Rowe with it now. Tries to send it for his man. He's taken down, and no call there. McQuaid was tripped up, and the ref just watched it happen. Now back out to center. Orban inside the zones. On that left side. Sends it to the line for Binney. Binney now walking in down low. Being chased there by Noah Rowe, and Rowe is able to pick it up. And he's going to stop with it as the Junior Senators are going to get a change now, as well as the Nepean Raiders. Both teams getting some fresh legs out there. Inside the zone. Far side for Tapa. He's got some speed now in the right side. Sends it in front. And a nice poke check play by Bateman, and that puck goes wide. And now Turner's going to stop up behind his own net here with 3:10 to go in overtime. And Logan Bateman with a couple big saves here in this overtime frame. Win now on that left side. Tries to send it to the middle for Matawashish, but his pass is blocked. Cole now sending it back in his zone for Bisson, who stops up behind his net. Under 3 minutes to go now. Bisson waits for his team to get a change. Manderville and Dempster coming out there for the Junior Senators. Nice play by Bisson to fake the pass, and now he brings it back the other way with some speed. Tries to set it up for Dempster, knocked down by Wynn. And now it's picked up by Wynn. He's got it inside the zone. Fakes the slap shot. Sends it towards the goal. That one's off a stick and wide. Matawash is trying to give chase, but Dempster gets there first. And back the other way. Here's Dempster. He's got Manderville with him. Tries to cut in the middle. Has that one knocked off his stick by Tommy Wynn. And Lavoie picks it up. Back the other way now for the Raiders. Inside the zone. Tries to send it forward. He's tied up, but Lavoie stays right with it. Being tied up now. Gets a stick up into the face of Alsafe, and Lavoie is going to go off here in overtime for the high stick with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the overtime frame.
That's tough for Nepean, as the referees do tend to let things go come 3-on-3 overtime. They don't want to be the decider of this game. That's something you can't let go, though. Blatant high stick.
Well, how about the blatant trip behind the net that was gone uncalled by the Junior Senators?
They do. The referees don't want to be the guys to decide the game. I kind of agreed with that non-call because of the situation. Of course, it looks like OJS has called the timeout here, but it's tough. It's going to be a 4-on-3, I believe, here for OJS with just over 2 minutes left in the overtime frame.
So 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in this overtime frame. Cole Lavoie going off to the box for the high stick call. And so now the Ottawa Junior Senators taking their time out here in this one, trying to discuss their 4-on-3 power play strategy here. And on the other side, the assistant coach, Brett Costello, talking with Jurgenite, Binning, and Sloan what their plan is here on this 4-on-3 penalty kill.
4-on-3s are pretty easy to defend, I believe. That's one of the easiest places to defend in the NHL. That's why, of course, when it comes to professional hockey all the way down through junior hockey, wouldn't you like, Josh, if we went to like a 3-on-2 and then a 2-on-2 type thing in overtime? Of course, that'll never happen, but that'd be it'd be fun to watch. Lots of open ice, but we do have 4-on-3 here in this overtime.
So Binney wins the draw for the Raiders. Sloan's taken down there. And Walsh is going to settle it down now on the power play in overtime. Walsh, right side for Cole, back up top. One-time shot for Rowe and a big save by Logan Bateman. With a minute 55 to go in the overtime frame and a minute 44 to go on the penalty to Cole Lavoie for high sticking.
Nice save there by Bateman. Right into his chest from that point shot, but it's going to be tough here with the likes of Owen Cole on the ice, as we know. He's leading the league in scoring.
Sent back to the line. Rowe. It's an on the left side for Walsh. Tries to walk in with it. Now on the right side for Cole. Cole back up top. Rowe fakes the one-timer. Now on the right side for Walsh. Back out in front. Knocked down by McGregor, and he bats it out with a high stick. And gets it out. Now back inside the zone. Cole on that right side. Sends it far side for Walsh. Back up top for Rowe. His shot off a couple legs. Bounces in front. Bateman unable to hang on to it though. And sent back out along the boards. Binney just unable to clear it out. Kept in. Walsh on the left side. Sends it up top for Rowe. Now on the right side for Cole. Back up top for Rowe. Blocked by Binney. Rowe back with it. Up top. Tries to walk in now. Drops it off for Walsh on the right side. Waits with it. Sends it in down low. Bullrice now with it. Here in the minute of overtime. Down low. Bullrice tries to walk out in front with it. Walsh sticks it up. Big pad save by Bateman. Back to the line. Now on the right side for Cole. Cole now trying to walk out with it. Sends it across. Binney intercepts the pass and he clears it out. 40 seconds to go and just 30 seconds to go on the penalty.
Heck of a penalty kill over here by the Nepean Raiders.
Now Bisson going to bring it back the other way. Inside the zone, got Manderville on the right side. Manderville stops up. Sends it to the line now. Here's Jackson on the right side. Up top for Bisson, back for Jackson. Cross-ice pass intercepted by McGregor, and he sends it out. Just 8 seconds to go now on the penalty to Lavoie. And just 15 seconds to go here in overtime. Back the other way with some speed. Bisson now, inside the zone. Back to 4-on-4 now. Sends it in front. Knocked away. Picked up by Sloan. Trying to send it forward. He's hooked up. No call. 5 seconds to go. Bisson now on the right side. His shot. Save is made by Bateman with 1.1 seconds to go in overtime.
It looked like Bateman wanted to let that puck go so time would run out, but the referee did blow the whistle, as we will have one more face-off here. Let's see if what OJS does here. They might pull a Nepean Raiders there from earlier in the game. A shot directly off the draw. Let's see what happens. Nepean has to be ready for that, though.
And the Raiders are 1.1 seconds away from going to back-to-back shootouts.
And it looks like we should be 3-on-3. They have an extra guy on the ice. He will be sending off. Peon will be heading off. They actually pulled their tendy. Never mind, Josh.
1.1 seconds to go. Binney in to take the draw against Marshall. Binney just ties up Marshall and dives down on the puck. And so time runs out. And we're going to head to a shootout as the Raiders, for the second game in a row, not only head to overtime and head to a shootout, but kill a penalty in overtime. As now after the play, Jurgenite being tied up with Peon. Jurgenite probably not a guy that's going to be shooting in the shootout.
Jake has had a very good game. Of course, when you're a stay-at-home D like that, when you don't hear his name called, that means he's had a good game when it comes to guys like Jurgenite. But Josh, who do you expect to shoot here first for Nepean?
So shooting first, I believe, is going to be Horvath. He shot first last time, and he made a nice move, but was stopped. And this is going to be a tough task for Logan Bateman, as we've mentioned a number of times. This offensive squad for the junior Senators, they have some top gunners in this league.
We saw Owen Cole with the moves earlier. Of course, that was on 3 different Raiders players and then past Logan Bateman. Now he has free range to do whatever he wants to try and get that puck past Bateman. So we'll see. We're waiting to see who's going to be shooting first for this. Here we go. Who do we have here, Josh?
Junior Senators choosing to shoot first, and the leading scorer in the CCHL, Owen Cole, is going to get the first shot. Owen Cole now picks up the puck at center, works in on the right side. Trying to cut in on Bateman. He loses it, and Bateman gloves it and shoos it away.
Owen Cole coming down the right side of the ice. He picked up speed last minute, and the puck lost control of that puck. Bateman, easy to poke that one away. And here comes Shimmy.
And quite a reaction from the Nepean Raiders faithful here. for Josh Shimzu. He's already got 2 goals in the game, looking for a shootout goal here in this one. And he picks it up at center. He's going to bring it on the right side. Working in slowly. Makes a couple moves, and a big save by Boisvert on the shootout. And through one round, both teams going 0 for 1.
There was a bit of a hole there for Shimizu to put it through, but Boisvert was able to kick the bat out and make the save as we were still tied here in the shootout.
So now the number 18, David Tapa, is going to come out for the shot. He picks it up now. Works in straight away with some speed. Nice move, slides it 5-hole, he scores!
Nice goal there by Tapa. He came flying in, slowed up a little, went forehand 5-hole, and the Junior Sens take a 1-0 lead here in the shootout.
So now Abbott, the second shooter for the Nepean Raiders. He had the shootout winner last game against the Cornwall Colts. Curtis Abbott now, working in on Boisvert. Loses it a bit at the blue line, settles it down. His shot, and a big stick save by Boisvert, who gets it with the knob of his stick. And that's a big save. And it's going to be Jackson coming out to take the shot for the Junior Senators, and he could win it here.
It's tough luck there for Abbott as he did shoot it off the stick, but here comes Jackson.
Kyle Jackson now walking in with it. Weaves across the zone. His shot saved by Bateman. Tries to slide it 5-hole, and Bateman shuts the door. And it's going to be Silas Matawashish to try and keep this shootout going as the Raiders are down 1 in this shootout.
Very much the same move there by Jackson, but Matawashish, the game is on his stick for Nepean.
Matawashish, he weaves inside the right side. Walks in now in the slot. Fakes! Scores! What a goal by Matawashish! What a nice fake, goes to the backhand. And we're going to continue now in this shootout.
What a move by Silas there. Using his skill in close with Boisvert. Slow down, forehand, backhand, in the net. The shootout is tied.
So now the defenseman, Alec Boulanger, he's got a goal in this game, and he's going to get a shootout attempt here. Boulanger now picking it up at center, working it on the left side now. Tries to go between his legs, and Bateman has none of it. Pokes it away.
Fancy little move there from Boulanger.
And Matt McQuaid now has a chance to win it here for the Nepean Raiders.
McQuaid, he's been all over the place tonight. Let's see what he can do here with the game on his stick.
McQuaid now, he's got a chance now, working in on the right side with it. Stick handles. Scores! Matt McQuaid with the shootout winner! And it's back-to-back wins, back-to-back shootout wins for your Nepean Raiders as they steal 2 points away from the Ottawa Junior Senators.
What a win for the Nepean Raiders, probably their biggest of the year. Huge shootout win. Matt McQuaid, the new addition, puts it 5-hole past Boisvert. Josh, man oh man. The Raiders are happy, we're happy. Hopefully the boys back in the studio are happy. That's a big win. 5-4 for your Nepean Raiders.
A huge win for the Nepean Raiders. But how about the effort tonight from Josh Shimzu? We have mentioned him about a million times on these broadcasts. He has definitely been one of the best players, if not the best player, the entire season for this Nepean Raiders team. Gets 2 goals in this game, ties it up with with under 5 minutes to go, gets the Raiders to this point, and they're able to take home the win with a big shootout win. Matt McQuaid getting the shootout winner. And again, how about the play of Logan Bateman in this one?
Man, oh man. He stopped the shot when it needed to be in the shootout. He was solid all game. That's what you need from your goalie, especially against a high-flying team like the Junior Sens. And hopefully the boys back in studio were paying attention and noticed that Matt McQuaid, Josh Shimizu, and Jackson Clark, along with Logan Bateman, they all had awesome games tonight. What an effort from the Nepean Raiders, Josh. What an effort.
A huge win for sure for this Nepean Raiders team. Their next game comes this Friday night as they're going to take on the Brockville Braves, 7:30 in Brockville at the Brockville Memorial Center. And they'll look to continue their 2-game win streak in that one. That's going to do it here from the rink. For Matt Wilson, I'm Josh Primeau. Have a very good night. You're listening to Nepean Raiders hockey here on the Nepean Raiders radio station, CKDJ 107.9.